Well, welcome to episode 63 of Close Encounters of the Funny Kind for now. Because I think tonight when we get done with this, we got to figure out the new name.
I just came up with a new one.
Yeah.
It was a good one.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows YouTube or nobody knows podcast because nobody knows what we're going to talk about.
I like it. I like that. I like beers with Sam and Cody. That was kind of my because I feel like I kind of like the idea because it's almost like
drinking.
It's like we're hanging out. You know, like we're just hanging out and we're just talking and for the people watching, it's like we're hanging out with you, kind of.
That's why I like that no one knows, because no one knows what we're going to talk about. No one knows what's going to happen.
Yeah. So
no one knows when I'm going to walk out the door and grab a duck.
That's just true. We got to figure that out tonight when we get off of this. Like whatever else we're doing, like if we're watching TV or something, we gotta sit down and write down a couple of them and then pick one.
Of course, yeah. We'll totally make that a priority.
Whatever.
I have a question of the day.
Well, let's do our beer, and then you can do your question.
Okay.
This is a Pachanga?
Pachanga.
Pachanga. That's fun to say. Mexican style lager. Pachanga.
So we went to Fresh Market last weekend to get, because you can build a 6-pack. So we bought 6 different individual beers. I noticed you drank your Scout the other night.
Oh, it's so good. It's the best beer on the planet. I love it. I like
and
it
so
a lot.
we still have like 4 beers left, and he didn't know which one he wanted. So I took 2 in each hand and put it behind my back. And I said, pick a hand. He picked the right. So then the 2 that were in that hand, I put 1 behind my back, and he picked, and this is what we decided on.
Just grab one.
So
it literally doesn't matter. Just the first one in your hand.
Can you just not have fun? Lighten up a little bit.
I'm
Jesus.
I'm having fun. Hey, you watch it, okay?
Hey, shut up.
See? Verbal abuse right there.
You've been getting verbally abused all week.
That's pretty good.
Not bad. Sun City Brewery or Sun King.
It's bitter. It's got like that Corona bite aftertaste kind of. I don't love that, but
Don't spill your cup.
Well, thanks for that foamy deliciousness. I was trying to say who makes it. Does it? Yeah, Sun King Brewery. Sun King Brewery.
Oh,
Jesus, get it together. It doesn't say the alcohol content, or it just says Mexican style lager.
There's probably no alcohol in it.
It's a non-alcoholic Mexican style lager. I like it though. It's not bad.
Great.
Not bad at all. It's got.
I'm not buying a 6-pack of that.
No, it's got the bitter like aftertaste. I don't like the aftertaste of it. Kind of like Corona versus like Corona Light. It kind of has that like after you drink a couple, you're like, ugh. All right. What was your question? Yeah.
Question of the day.
Sure.
If you had to pick one sitcom to watch for the rest of your life,
you can't watch any.
Can't watch anything else. You're gonna watch this sitcom on rerun
over
and over.
Can you watch movies?
No, I'm saying sitcom. I'm literally saying like a TV.
But
show.
I'm saying like I can't watch a movie either. I can't watch a TV like.
No.
Anytime the TV's on, this is what's on.
Exactly. Your TV is broken and you are stuck watching this because the universe hates you and will not allow you to change the channel and watch anything else. And you have no money to buy a new TV. And there's no streaming. Like, you cannot change the channel. You're stuck on this.
Seems like a bad situation to be in.
It's like the Truman Show. You just wake up and watch the same thing every day, or Groundhog Day.
All right. So my first thought would be a very long-running series, something that's been on the air like the most. So you would just have a variation of episodes to watch, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But...
Man, I really
flabbergasted.
If
I'm going with my gut... This is tough.
I think I know what you're going to say, but I'm not going to say it until you say it.
My first, like when you first said this, before I was thinking about like I can never watch anything else, my first thought was that 70s show. What were you going to say?
That or The Office?
Yeah, I think I got burnt out on The Office because I watched it so many times. Okay. But my thought for like, I was thinking, like duration would be probably like Walking Dead and I didn't even like we watched this when it first came on, but I was thinking like something stupid like Grey's Anatomy that just has like 20 seasons because it's just so long. You would just constantly have something different. But I don't really like the show, so I was like, well, I don't know about that. I don't know. The 70s show's not that long, but that's still one of those I turn on. I just think it's funny to watch if you're going to sleep or you're bored or whatever. What about you?
Friends.
I didn't even think about that. That's a good one.
Pivot!
I've seen all those, though. I'm trying to think of what else are like long-running shows. That's probably the biggest one. I mean, I don't like Seinfeld or any of that. That's like it's all very dated now.
Yeah.
I like Walking Dead. I feel like it would be really good. Like I've only watched that. Like we watched it when it first came on and watched like the first 5 or 6 episodes, and then we kind of stopped watching it after the whole Negan deal. It just got to be like this is too much. This is not relaxing on a Sunday night, even though it's a zombie show. But it was like it was too much. I'm like, this is depressing because like Rick just turned into like a little girl and was like, I don't know, I'm scared of him. He's got a bat, and I'm like, you guys have guns, but
it's a bat with barbed wire.
And I was like, it just kind of lost its appeal. But then when they finished the series, I went back and watched it all because I wanted to like, what happens? Like, what's the final outcome? And I did watch the Daryl Dixon spinoff this week. I watched the first season of it. It's okay.
You had a solid week of working, huh?
Yeah, I was home all week, so I watched a lot of. I tried to watch the one. There's one with Negan and Maggie where they go to New York. And I got like 3 episodes in, and I was like, "This is terrible."
Does Negan and Maggie end up together?
No. She hates him, and she wants to kill him the whole time. It just wasn't. I'm like, this isn't going anywhere. Like the Daryl one was interesting because it kind of had a plot and stuff going on, and he's in France, so he goes to like visit Normandy and stuff like that. Like
we should watch Boondock Saints.
Yeah, I haven't watched that in a long time. Did you want me to talk about my topic?
Should we give an update on the neighbor?
Oh, you can, yeah.
Yeah, so when we left this morning, we went to the gym, and the garage door was wide open, and none of the cars were home.
Sam's like, what's happening?
And I'm like,
why are there no cars there in the garage door?
There's no cars, the garage is open, and the grass hasn't been cut in weeks. Like, it was like knee-high.
Yep. And you saw her?
Yep, I saw her get out of the car. So I don't know, maybe insurance took away the rental car. Maybe that other car that was there was probably the rental car. And sometimes the insurance will give you a car until you find another car, your car is returned. Since it was stolen.
It's just, I don't know, maybe because, I guess it's because we have the kids. We're outside a lot. So, like, if we don't see anybody, I'm like, they've died in their home. Something's happened. Like, they're not outside. We haven't seen these people. There's just a lot of people like in our neighborhood where there's just no cars in their driveway for like a week, and I'm like, where are these people at? Like, and they don't park in their garage, so I'm like, where are they? We're just, I guess we're nosy, but I'm like,
Cody's always like, how do you know this? I'm like, because I drive through the neighborhood 15 times a day. I make one big circle through our neighborhood all day long. I leave out one way and I come home the other, and I run it.
You did a great job.
See everything, and I hear everything. But yeah, grass got cut, garage doors closed, wife is home with a baby.
Maybe they're independently wealthy and we're on vacation. I guess it's because me and Sam report we can't afford to go on vacation. So we're like, why aren't they here? Why aren't they working? Don't they have work tomorrow?
Our neighbor has a girlfriend.
Oh my God. All right. No one cares.
Oh.
All right. I want to talk about this. I found 2 different things because when I was looking this up.
Don't worry, I'm not giving him a hand job, guys.
You good?
Try not to pop a nail off.
You're addicted.
Huh?
You're addicted. All right, so
I
this
had
is.
2 last night.
I've seen some stuff on this. I watched a couple YouTube videos a while ago about this, and this is Zack Baggins Haunted Museum. This is in Las Vegas. I've seen stuff. There was something a couple years ago. Rogan went to it, but there's been several things about it. I watched. I can't remember. It was like a. I don't want to say a documentary, but it was a YouTube thing talking about it. Like I watched probably over a year ago. But this place, they have all this creepy haunted stuff in it, or paranormal, or whatever. So I wanted to. This is on their website, so I looked it up to see what all they had, and some of this stuff. The main thing is that there's the thing I looked up on YouTube showed that there was. Stop looking. I'm going to read this. No spoilers. No spoilers.
Let me just go slam my head in the door.
But do it on camera so that people know I didn't do it. But the thing I watch, people get like disoriented and dizzy and start feeling sick. And I was thinking this as it's going on, and then they addressed it. I was like, well, are they pumping in something, or are they somehow like sucking the oxygen out? So there's oxygen in the room, but not so like people get dizzy or something like that. And they said other people said that they felt totally fine in the same room, but they'll go into certain rooms, and some people like one of the
That
ladies.
doesn't mean in one room you're fine, they're not doing anything, because you're on tours.
Well, but it said like one lady, she said she just started to feel like she was gonna faint. She like grabbed her boyfriend, and he was like, "What are you doing?" It's like, "I feel like I'm gonna faint." Like, and they were just the tour guides up there talking. He's standing right beside her, so I was kind of thinking, I was like, "Well, that doesn't really make sense if he wasn't." It's hard for you to like suck out the oxygen and just enough so you're lightheaded or something in one part of the room. Like, it's not.
Oh, yeah.
But people talk about the cold spots, like they say. So these are just some of the things. This is on their website. It's thehauntedmuseum.com. But this says there's over banging over 30 rooms. All right. So this is one. Just it lists off some of the stuff. It says the Devil's Rocking Chair. It says from Ed and Lorraine Warren's notorious "The Devil Made Me Do It" case that inspired Conjuring 3. This is the actual demonic throne the beast claimed as its own. So they have gone around and bought up all this creepy, real paranormal stuff and put it in this museum. This is Peggy the doll, touted as one of the most haunted dolls in the world. Peggy has caused countless nosebleeds, fainting, and even a heart attack. Guests are warned beforehand against looking her directly in her eyes. This would freak me out. I'm going to be honest. I don't think I could go to something like this.
I'd go in it, but I wouldn't sleep for the rest of my life.
This is spelled Dybbuk box. It's DYBBUK. Dybbuk box. It says it's known as the most haunted object in the world. The Dybbuk box has claimed to have been responsible for multiple deaths, a stroke, and cursing famed musician Post Malone. Okay. There was one of the things in that documentary.
So like a jukebox?
I can't tell. It looks like it's like an old wooden. I don't know. I'll post the
old wooden ship.
It's an old wooden ship. No, I'll post the picture. Sandiagans. Yeah. Just random Ron Burgundy references. I did see.
That's why you love me.
It's an old wooden ship. No, Ron. I don't. That's not correct.
It's named after Wales. What was it? Wales bitch.
Is that something we haven't watched that in forever? That's something we got to go back and freshen up our clothes. We haven't watched it forever. But they're in that YouTube thing that I watched. There was something that said there's a certain doll, or because I guess they got a bunch of creepy dolls in there. And
Annabelle doll.
No, it's not that one. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But it said you're not supposed to mock the doll or
why would you mock a doll?
Or be disrespectful. Well, like some people come in and like it talk trash or something like, oh yeah, or something like that. And they said something always happens. So they said you can look at it, but to be respectful. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going in. Like to me, I'm not. It's not going to happen. This is, it's Dr. Death's van. This is the actual van of Dr. Jack Kevorkian, where he carried out numerous assisted suicides. It says the van has been a hot spot of paranormal activity, particularly for females who have fainted and have seen a dark shadow figure near it.
That wouldn't scare me. He helped people that wanted to die.
I don't know. It's still creepy looking, though. So much burping. So much burping.
Maybe the devil's in me. I got a demonic burp.
Don't say that. Don't say that. All right. This demon house. It says, in what was called the most authentic case of demonic possession in America, this exhibit contains the actual staircase to hell, as well as the dirt and ritual items discovered by police buried within it, as seen in Zack Baggins' Demon House documentary. I won't even watch stuff like that.
Do you remember?
Like, it creeps me out so much. I'm like, so I don't know what a lot of this stuff is.
I came up with my memories the other day, and it said when you're home alone on date night and you're in your 30s, we were in our 30s, and Scary Annabelle movie came on, and you both had to cover your eyes. And we're both sitting there like this.
Because they always show like some jump scare or something in the previews, and I'm just like, I'm sitting here, we're watching like a normal show. I'm like, don't want to see that, not tonight.
Our youngest, his parents taught him that if something scary comes on the TV that he doesn't want to watch, he starts yelling "missile."
Yeah, that's the code.
So it's like we're constantly under attack.
That's the code word for something scary on TV. So they'll change it.
So.
This is the last thing. It says Bob Mackey's Music World. It says visit the infamous haunted honky tonk in Wilder, Kentucky that was the subject of the first ever Ghost Adventures episode, reassembled from the actual structure of the original building that has since been demolished.
How big is this museum?
It's at 30 rooms. This startling exhibit tells the terrifying tales of over 100 years of hauntings, demonic possession, and suicide murder. Visit the Hell's Gate well, where a demonic sacrifice unleashed this establishment to pure hell. This is a wild place to like put together. Like, who are these people that are like, yep,
It's the devil.
I need this in my life. We got to buy this and put it in a museum. I saw in the documentary, and I don't. If you type this, look it up on YouTube. It's Zack Baggins. It's Bagans. Haunted Museum. Just go on YouTube. But there was the one thing that I saw about it. There was a room just full of creepy
dolls,
possessed dolls, and I'm like, oh my god, just nightmare fuel. It's just a wall of dolls just staring at you. Like, hard pass. Something else. And there was one of them that was like a surgery room or something, and it was like something creepy had happened, and I was like, ugh.
So, you've never had like a ghost encounter before, have you?
No, thank God. Staying clear. Go stay with my man upstairs.
So, my mom's grandfather lived to be, God knows how old. I'm not even going to quote it because my mom will correct me when she watches it. But we used to go over and take care of him. Like, take him lunch, cook dinners, or lunch. Oof. And then, just sit with him. His sister, I think it was, said, if I go before you, I'm going to haunt you for the rest of your life, is what my mom used to tell me. She did. Because I remember being over at his house, and it was a true, old wooden house. So it creaked. There was crawl spaces. It had, a wraparound porch, or, a halfway wraparound porch, or whatever. It was a really old house. It was 2 stories. Love that house.
Get it together.
And so she would, you'd go into a room, turn on the light, oh my God, or turn off the light, turn back on.
Hard pass.
Well, we would be downstairs, and you could hear somebody walking upstairs.
Nope.
I don't think she was haunting. I think she was just there. And I think she was probably having fun. I don't know her. I didn't get to meet her, of course, because she was my mom's.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't
like
any of
aunt
that.
or whatever you want to call that. Extended family. Crap almighty. I didn't
Why
have
don't you just hold your breath over there and pipe down for a few minutes? All right.
Anyways, but I've experienced it. We actually went gravestone hopping once in the cemetery.
Yeah.
We fell in a pre-dug grave.
Yeah, bro. When I see people renovating these old houses, like there's videos and stuff on Instagram or YouTube and stuff, and it'll show like, we bought this 125-year-old house, and I'm like, nope, that's haunted. It's 100% haunted. And I'm just, it was built in 1867, and I'm just like, what are you doing? What in the world? Like some old farmhouse out, and I'm like, no. Have you ever watched a scary? This is how they start. This is how the scary movies start. Well, it's just our dream house. We're gonna renovate it, and then stuff starts happening. Nope.
Amityville Horror.
Nope. I don't even like. I'm kind of.
Oh my god! You remember when we watched that? We had to turn it off because we both got so spooked.
Stop screaming at me, Al Pacino. But yes, I do remember that. It was alarming. We watched it.
We watched the original one. It didn't scare us. We watched the new one with Ryan Reynolds. Scared the bejesus.
We finished it though. I watched it again at one point. I think I watched it. I think last Halloween. I was working from home when I watched it.
Yeah, he'll watch scary movies.
I watch them during the day. I watch them during the day. I'm not watching them at night.
We'll take like our 15-minute breaks. Like I'll go for a walk and I'll call him when I'm at work, and he'll be like, "I should just watch this movie." He's like, "It's weird sitting here in the house by myself now." I come home, all the lights are on.
Yeah, I'm like, what's that? What was that noise?
But do you remember that one house you probably won't remember, but if I tell you this key thing, you'll remember it. We were trying to find a house to rent, and I think I was pregnant with Jax at that point, but it had the gold mirror, but it had carpet in the bathroom, and it had red shag carpet in the living room, and then it had like the old wooden looking cabinets in the kitchen. It reeked of 1940s.
It wasn't. Like, it was like.
But no,
it was like early 70s.
It was an old house that they had made like a very 70s style on the inside. So like,
I just think it hadn't been updated since the 70s.
I don't know,
it literally looked like 1975 threw up in the house, and I had like the wood paneling in every room,
and it just felt creepy.
I was like, you would have to gut this whole house before you moved in.
But it had a creepy feel to it.
Because it looks old.
It was back off of a dirt road.
Yeah.
It was
down.
I was like,
I'm not getting good vibes.
It was in the mix of all the really expensive houses on, like, there's a spot in where we live at that there's a bunch of dirt roads, but down those dirt roads are a bunch of, like, really nice houses, like the twins' house. It was something like that, but it was covered in trees. Like, no one took care of it. Mm-hmm. It was all overgrown. And oh my god, when we walked in, I was like, nope. We walked right back out.
I don't understand how you can. I don't understand how you could buy a house, and people say, well, sometimes it's elderly people or whatever, and I'm like, well, forever? So they weren't elderly. If they were elderly when they bought it in the 70s and redecorated it, or it looked new then, they would have died at some point.
Yeah, but that means like...
So then the next person moved in 1990 and then never updated anything?
So are we never going to update our house in 20 years? 15 years?
It's much easier to just move. That's what most people do. You price it as though it's been updated, and apparently somebody buys it, and then you just go buy a new house. It costs so much money to update a house.
It really does.
But I get a lot of people do it room by room. Unfortunately, this generation's never going to have the money to update. Like to redo your kitchen. I mean, you're talking about $20,000.
And to be honest,
if you're doing countertops, cabinets, appliances, I mean.
I watched my parents kind of renovate the house I grew up in. Like, we had a back porch, and then they closed it in to make it like the big living room kind of thing. The den, I guess is what you would call it.
Yeah.
They were at each other's throats. I remember they used to not fight, but
it's stressful.
But my dad would always be a little bit stressed trying to get the right boards, get it lined up perfectly, and then have to mud all the sheetrock, and then do all this.
It depends if you're doing it room by room. But
my parents did it.
But
they didn't hire anybody.
So that's the hard thing.
That's the hard thing.
If you have the money to have a crew come in and knock out the kitchen, like, hey, we're redoing this, but like flooring is a pain to do. Mm-hmm. But if you can have somebody come in and redo your cabinets in one day, if they can do cabinets and like you might have a day like they tear them all out on Tuesday, and then Thursday they're putting in the new cabinets and the countertops.
But
it's over 3 or 4 days where you don't have it torn out for like weeks or whatever.
It's the mess that it makes, though.
Yeah.
And depending on what you're having done, I mean, it could take weeks for them to do it. Like, if you're like, tear it all out, tear out the floors, basically you don't have a kitchen for a week. And I had a friend do that, and she didn't have a kitchen for a very long time.
I wanted to, because I found this when I was looking this up, because I thought it was the same thing. The comedian Matt Rife, we talked about that. He's the one that has, so apparently you can't buy it. He has legal guardian of the Annabelle doll, the actual doll from...
How do you have legal guardian of a doll?
So it was, apparently the movie is based off an actual real life...
Possessed doll?
Yeah, some demonic doll or whatever. So I found this article because I thought that was part of the museum, but apparently it's not. So when I found this, I was
on loan to the museum like they do art.
No, because this is a separate place that he bought. So it says, let me scroll down here. It says, and this is
it looks like a Raggedy Ann.
Yeah, I'm like, this doesn't. I mean, I don't want it in the house, but it says. This is from his Instagram, and this is in the article. It says, I've officially purchased Ed and Lorraine Warren's home in a cult museum. So this is a separate one. And it says, including being the legal guardian for at least the next 5 years of the entire haunted collection, including the Annabelle doll. So what they're planning on doing, when I read the article, they're planning on doing... There was some kind of zoning issue with it where it couldn't be a museum anymore because I guess the traffic, it's in like a residential area. Yeah. So I'm assuming, I don't know if this house is supposed to be haunted or what, but they said that they're going to do overnight where you can come in and spend the night and stuff in it. You can rent it. So it's almost like an Airbnb, but you can stay in this haunted museum / house. I'm like, who would do it? I guess like I think back to like high school goth people, but just like, and they're gonna do all kinds of like weird seances and stuff. But I mean, I guess there's some kind of market. But he said we plan to open the house for overnight stays and museum tours, so you yourself can experience and learn all the haunted history.
Have you ever done the Ouija board?
No.
I have.
Okay, so I've heard so much stuff. That's a dude. I've heard this on all these like different
you
ghosts.
Said it's a good one?
Is it a good one?
Is that what you just said?
No.
Oh.
No. I've heard all this stuff on all these podcasts where they talk about all the people. It's people that have seen, like the Confessionals is a big one that I watch. It's Tony Markle. It's on Spotify. It's called The Confessionals, but he does a lot of stuff with it's paranormal. No, it's not all haunting. There's a lot of like the Dog Man, Hat Man,
Candyman,
Bigfoot, stuff like that. But then people that have just had like ghost experiences and stuff like that. And a lot of them say that it started when they were like kids or in their 20s, and they did stuff with the Ouija board, and it's like it almost, the way these people say it, it's almost like it opened up like a portal or a doorway or something. You know, and I'm like, and they've said this, and other people have said this that have been on the show. Like, I wish I had never done it, because from that point forward, weird stuff started happening.
So maybe because I'm a girl and had sleepovers, so you never stood in the mirror in the bathroom and said Candyman 3 times?
I went to Catholic school. We ain't played with that.
I mean, I went to Catholic Sunday school and Catholic church.
No, I didn't do none of that.
Does the board loves a feather?
I've done that.
Did it work?
Yeah, that always works, which is weird. But they say it's a physics thing. They say that it's just because there's some... But it feels weird, like you shouldn't be able to lift them like that. I think all of it's very creepy.
Have we ever talked about when we went to St. Augustine for the...
We talked about that on episode
for the ghost
with
tour?
All the ghost stuff, yeah. We went on like a ghost tour. We did one in Savannah. We went up there
it was all... Well,
a few years ago. It was interesting.
It started out okay, but then someone got a little tipsy and took over the tour, and then people followed us when we left the tour. They went with us, left the tour.
We went to some bars. I had a posse with me. But
you awakened all the demons in you later that night or that morning.
There's too many shots. But it was a bar thing. So they had it set up so you would go to different bars. You would stop at a bar. It was
a pee break.
You could get a drink, go to the bathroom or whatever.
Because you can walk around with a
and then you went to the next ghost thing. And then you'd go see like 2 or 3 ghost things, and then you'd go to the next. But I remember where we messed up. The first bar, we got there and had a couple of drinks while we were waiting.
And shots of Jameson.
Yeah, and then they went outside and the first lady, she was talking for like 15 minutes, and I had finished my beer. I was like, I thought these were going to be quick. So I went back inside and got another shot and another beer and brought Sam one, and then we still stood there for a few minutes. And I drank that, and I was like, how long is she going to? Is it going to be like a 30-minute? And then I'm like, well, now I got to go to the bathroom.
I mean, there were some things that were creepy about it, like the story she would tell, about the old woman that would walk past the window. Of course, we didn't see it.
But we went to like some of the grave. But you can't go in the graveyards at night.
Yeah.
So you're outside of. We had gone and walked around some of the graveyards and stuff during the day.
Yeah.
To just see them because they're really old.
Super old.
Yeah. And it's cool to see just because of the history of it.
I would love to go to Salem.
But I would too. I think that would be cool. I'm sure they got some.
Or New Orleans. They say New Orleans is wild.
Yeah. There's a lot of weird stuff in New Orleans. All the what do they call it? Voodoo? Yeah, all that stuff. New Orleans is a place I would like to go. I don't want to go during Mardi Gras, but I think that would be cool to go in the off season. But I don't know. It's such a rowdy
Yeah.
I feel like we're past that age to do the bar thing, and it gets too crazy down there.
6 years ago it was rough.
What?
When we went to Savannah. It's been 6 years.
Yeah, I mean, we went it was dead. We went in
July before our oldest was about to go back to school. We had just had the baby, and we wanted to take a trip where it was just him and I before we jumped into school and going back to work after maternity leave.
But we went on a Friday. We got up there on a Friday night and spent the night up there.
Saturday was the tour.
But it was dead. There was nothing going on.
Sunday was dead, and then we came home that Monday. But we were on maternity and paternity leave, so we didn't.
There weren't any we went into one bar Sunday night, and it was 8:30, 9 o'clock.
It was dead.
We're the only people in it. We just sat at the bar, and I was like, well, I mean, you kind of want to people watch or something.
Yeah.
There was just nothing going on.
Do you remember those stupid stairs?
Yeah, the stairs they're so steep.
To get down to the river.
They were they just so straight up, and the steps are really big for some reason.
They were really tall.
It was weird.
They were close to each other. By the time you stepped on this one, you had to put the next foot up.
It was like you were climbing.
Yeah,
but
I couldn't do it now with.
No, you'd be. Oh man.
Fuck you.
Well, let's wrap this up. We went really long last week, so we're trying to do kind of a quick one this week, just to keep going.
Did we talk about Hunting Wives last week?
We did.
Okay.
We talked about that. Okay. We covered it. So we'll be back next week, hopefully with a new name. We're going to try to decide here in a minute.
And we're going to start recording on Fridays and posting Friday night, Saturday morning, because someone wants to watch college football on Saturday.
Yeah, we can't be recording.
That's why we didn't do it last night.
College football. So we will see you guys next week.
Next week.
Later.